Hello. Okay, so I know it's been a while since I've been recording anything. Playing around. I was playing around on X for a while, and then after that, I kind of just took a break. I updated, like I changed my operating system from like Windows to Pop OS Linux, and I was playing around with that for a while, and that's still on my like my my main computer. But after that, I started messing around with oh Omarchy. That's been pretty fun. I put that on my laptop and I've been playing around with that. But anyways, so I've been kind of messing around with other things, and I just haven't made a video in a very long time. But I did kind of want to make a video today and show you guys at least some of what I'm doing. And a while back, we saw in the Discord, like everybody was saying that Invoke was bought out by like, oh, I forgot what that other app was, Photoshop or something. I forgot what the app was, and it wasn't really bought out by Photoshop or anything like that. It was just that like some of the devs left Invoke and went to Photoshop. It was Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, that's what it was. Which is good for them because more money they get paid. They get money out of that. A lot of us were very happy for them. Some of the people kind of like got upset about it. They thought that Invoke was bought out by them, and that's not the case. Invoke is actually going really strong. The last video I think I made was about Invoke, and since that video, Invoke has become like my mainly driver. Like that's mainly what I use is Invoke whenever I'm generating images and stuff. But like they said, like towards late December, they're thinking about like right here in this thing. I wanted to show you guys this. They're gonna release like another update on it. I've been seeing some of the stuff that some of the people are doing, and it's really good. Like I think it was Dusty Shoe here. He was showing some of I don't want to get it wrong. I think it was Dusty Shoe. He was showing like how he was working on fonts, so you can put like you could type fonts into Invoke, and then like it'll mask it and generate it, and you can make like different words and stuff like that with your images. Uh, but Invoke is doing really good. Like the team that left, I think that was part of the contract was that they can't work on Invoke anymore, that they have to only work on Adobe. So I don't think they're doing any more work on it on Invoke, but they're all great guys. I'm pretty sure all of them are guys, but they're all great people. They were great. I'm very happy for them. I know a lot of the other devs or a lot of the other people that are working on it are very happy with them. Happy that they got the job, that that they're making money. But Invoke is strong still. They are working on some more updates. I think they still want more like people willing to work on an open source project. They're still wanting more people to come over and join them. One of the things was they wanted video or like people who could make videos, stuff like that. Uh, well, I'll read this to you. We're looking towards a late December release. This will provide one major new feature, multiple tabbed canvases, which I think would be good. I like the idea of being able to pull out like different canvases just in case I'm like, hey, you know what? I want to try and work on this. And I want to have like this other prompt over here. I don't want to change my settings really. I just want to kind of work on something else real quick and then bring it over maybe. Uh, I think that's a good idea. I think it was Dunkaroni. I think Dunkaroni was showing like brushes, like a few different brushes that they were trying to pull in. I don't remember, to be honest. It was a while ago when I saw that one. But multiple tab canvases. Hats off to Attila, and multiple smaller but nice to have features, including SDXL color compensation, the ability to customize hotkeys. Uh, that's nice. Customize hotkeys. Uh, Bulk deletion of unwanted Loras, and several bug fixes and non-critical security patches. Thanks as well to those who have submitted pull requests, which are still in flight. A request for help. We are looking for a back-end developer with the time and expertise to bring Quinn image model support. As most of you know, this is a frequently requested model that provides next level image precision and aesthetics. If you are interested, please DM myself or Blessed Coolant, and we will discuss the roadmap. You will be richly rewarded with community plaudits. Plaudits. I don't know. My glasses are all messed up right now, and I probably wouldn't know how to say that word anyways. But anyways, what I did want to say is Invoke is going strong. It's not going away. I still think it's the best image generator out there. I still feel, even though other people have said no, I think one day in the future, maybe far future is, still the future, it will be better than Photoshop. It will be better than Krita. It'll be better than any other thing out there. That's my belief. At least personally for me, it will be. Well, personally for me, it already is. But like if you're thinking about like putting a comic together, or you're thinking about like doing other things, Invoke is still, I think something that you should look at. Let's see here. I'm gonna take that one away. Here, let's do this. Maybe I can. There you go. Then today I got a DM from Manlands, and she said that they were doing a little competition thing. A competition. I don't want to call it a competition. It was a challenge. I guess it was a challenge. And I was like, wow, that sounds nice. And it also got me into thinking, I really need to get off my butt and do something. So and then yeah, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make today be the day that I make a video. But this is the challenge. The challenge is floating islands, or create your real realm and design its ruler. Create your realm and design its ruler. The environment, floating island, underground cities, dream world, something like that. Atmosphere, fiery, icy, mechanical, ethereal. Sir challenge, or something brand new. A ruler, a queen, a creature, a council, or no ruler at all. Vibe, peaceful, eerie, magical, chaotic, steampunk, bioluminescent, spooky, something like that. Freestyle, just keep the style consistent within your realm. Create one realm or several if inspiration hits. Here, I need to boost this up so I can read it a little bit better. They can be allies or enemies with any realm, yours or others, or totally isolated. You decide. Christmas present. Up to 3 entries a day. Oh, so you can like put in 3 entries a day. This challenge is a bit more complex, so feel free to add extra posts if needed. I'm probably only gonna do one, just because I got other stuff I gotta do. But I did want to do one at least. No need for extra characters transport yet. Throughout 2026, we'll expand the winter realms with weekly challenges. The full Invoke map will grow over time, maybe into a storybook, gallery, interactive map, card game, or something we haven't imagined yet. Formats. So rulers, 1x1, realms. 3x2 or 16x9. I don't know why, but I thought this was just supposed to be the format. The whole thing was supposed to be it. I don't know. Instacrops the map, but the full images will be used later. So I don't know what that means right there. I don't know what any of this means. I'm probably just gonna do my own thing and be like, here it is, guys. Name of your realm. Okay, so this part I did like. So name your realm, visual of the realm, the ruler, a short description of the lore. I like the lore part just because I've been wanting to make my own little stories, and I just haven't gotten off my lazy butt to do it. I think that'll be good. So this is what we're gonna work on. This and I thought I could kill 2 birds with 1 stone, because a while ago, like one of my friends on X, Wolfgang. Well, I don't know if he's a friend because I never really actually talked to him. But when I first joined, when I first started like posting like my images on X, Wolfgang was one of the first people I saw. It was him and Black Crayon. Black Crayon was really cool. They were the first people that I saw and was like, wow, I really like the work that they were doing. I'll show you some of it in a little bit because I did want to show like his Amazon account and his RedBubble account. But he does. It was pretty good. And I think this even has like a little sound to it that was on there that I didn't notice before. But that his was a dandelion art. So I was like, you know what? I'll put both of those together. So I'm gonna put both like a dandelion thing and do like the realm thing as well. And but I did want to show his he has a coloring book, Mystical Coloring Adventures on Amazon, and I did kind of want to show that because I thought it was really cool. It was only $20 too. I didn't notice that. I should get one of these. I should get one of these just because I really like his artwork. But I thought this was really good. As far as the AI goes, like he was one of the first people that I saw that I was like, wow, I really like this work. I really liked it a lot. I like his style. I like how he brings all the colors in together. So if you're thinking about getting like, I'll put this in the description as well. If you're thinking about getting, I don't know, something for your kids or something for yourself, you might want to look into like his coloring book. He also had some stuff here on Redbubble. I'll put this in the description as well. Like, oops, I shouldn't have done that. But I thought, see, I like this. Wolfgang has some really good stuff. And then there's like a bed, little mattress thing. I need to get another blanket for sure. Oh, that looks cool. But I did want to show off some of his stuff, and I'll put them in. Oh, see, like I like the little phone. I don't have like an iPhone case or anything though. I still have like an S9. And then the cat. I remember the cat because that was one of the first things I saw. The cat's cool. But Wolfgang has some really good stuff out there. If you join X or if you're on X and you like AI art, I do like advise following him just because he has cool stuff. I like this. Work for oil. I think you should put like a will work for oil, but that was pretty cool. Ooh, and I like that. Wolfgang is cool though, and yeah, I remember this one too. I definitely advise if you join X and you're into the AI community, I would definitely get in there and take a look at his stuff. I'm gonna minimize that and take that off. But so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna join like both challenges or put both little things on there, and one of them will be like a dandelion ruler in some kind of like mystical island. But since the last time I came on and I made a video, you can see just by the setup that Invoke has changed a lot. Here's where your prompts will go up here. If you see my mouse, you have the aspect ratio. You'll have like your models here. Right now I'm working with Juggernaut, I guess. And then here's where the Loras will go. Like I like how the Loras come up. And then over here is where you'll have your boards. I like the new video here because I was working on some images already. And then you can minimize that and you'll have this. And you can always like if that's not like if you want to look at all the boards, you can go down. And then if you want to make this bigger, you can actually go like that and make these bigger. And you can see like, I thought this went down lower. Yeah, it does. It does. And you can like see all the images that you've made already. So there's a lot of stuff here you can do with. I like this. At first, I didn't like this because it was in 2 tabs, and I preferred the 2 tabs. That way, it didn't minimize all this. But the more and more I got into it, and the more and more I kept playing with it, I was like, wow, this is actually better. So I was glad actually that they made it into one tab, and all we have to do is like minimize that, and you can bring everything else up. But I did kind of already make a prompt to it. I don't remember if I liked this prompt though. Did I like this prompt? I don't remember. But hey, let's try it out. I'm going to generate it, and I'm going to stop the video and come back. And I'm back. I didn't really like these ones that much. You had this one, you had this one, and then this one. This one's actually okay, but it's not what I want. So what I'm going to do is actually come back over here and take a look at some of these. And you can actually make these bigger. I am going to make these a little bigger. And I think I'm just going to remix one of these. See, I was kind of, okay, so what I'll do is this, the viewer. And that'll let you see like what I'm looking at. See, I took this one. I made this one. I was kind of playing with it for a while, and then I wanted to go make like some lunch. So I left. But I took this one and I did that with it. And I thought that was really cool. So I think I'm gonna do that again, but I'm gonna do this instead. Oh. Okay, well, that's what I'm gonna do. And then go back to canvas and let's play around with that. Okay. So some of these came out okay. But not still not really what I want. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go grab that picture. I'm gonna play with that one. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this just because I don't like it when I lose the image and then I have to go back and pick it up again. And then you can transfer, you can hit transfer, and I'm gonna do that. Because I want the legs. And then okay. So see how I got these legs here? I like this one the best. But really all I had to do was like minimize it and do it. And if as long as you do it on 50, 55, something like that, like it'll still work good. You can bring it all the way up, but then it's not gonna match very well. But I like this one. So I think I'm gonna do this. There weren't any other good ones, were there? No, not really. Not that I wanted. I'm gonna do that one. And then I'm gonna watch, I'll show you. I'll bring this up to 75 and then I'll do it again. Okay, well, let's take a look at these. See how this is completely different? Like out of all of them, I think this one's the best and it still kind of messes it up. That's because your denoising strength is like on 75 and the other one was on 50. But let's see, like if you bring it down a little bit lower, like I think I was playing around with it like on 55. Let's try 60. Let's try 60 and see how much of a difference that causes up. Okay. So that wasn't too bad actually. I mean, it has this leg and everything, but I like how that kind of came out. That looks pretty cool. But I still don't like that. But maybe we can play with that. Let's see how we play with that. Let's bring that in as a raster layer. And then I guess I should have just kept it. I could have just kept it, but I brought it in as a raster layer. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then what I'm going to do is hit E so I can get the eraser out. And I'm just going to erase this part. Okay. Hit the B. I'm going to come over here to an in painting mask. And I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to throw a control net on it just so I can keep some of it. And I don't want it like on 75 because I don't want it to keep too much of it, but I don't want it too low because I don't want it to like erase everything. Okay. So you see how this is right here is all white? That's because of the depth math. I usually I put it on just to see how well the depth math got, but like when you're trying to look at the image, it's a little bit hard. So you can just come over here and like make that quiet. There is a way to do it over here too, and I forgot which one it was. But that way you don't actually see like what's going on. Well, with the depth map. But you see how the legs came out better? I think that one's good. I think I'll go with that one. Yeah, with that one. And what I'll do is, what I like to do anyways, is like create a new raster layer every time. And then you can see like the difference in them and how it came up. But he still doesn't look like a dandelion. But I did make a bunch of other dandelion video images here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one of these dandelions. I was making like monster dandelions. I was just trying to come up with something that was with a dandelion that I wanted to do, and I really did like the monster dandelions, but like some of them just kind of came up like not looking like the dandelion that I wanted. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a good one here. I had a kung fu dandelion, dudes. I think this was some prompts that I was some. Oh yeah, this was other stuff that I was playing around with. That was other stuff that I was playing around with. That's not on topic though. Let's see. Let's grab I'm trying to also match the. I like the googly eyes on that one. Let's see here. Let's try with this one. I'm just gonna play around with it. Hold on. Let's try this one. And like the select object on here has gotten so much better. I remember when I first tried it, like the select object was never working for me. And even now, like you get some of that stuff, but sometimes, oh my god, it just comes out so good. Let's reset that. Let's just try and do that. Nope. I hit the wrong thing. That's good enough. I'm just going to go with that. Because I just really want the head. Oh, that was too much. That was too much there. Okay. And let's try and do that. Okay. Now let's... Now, something that saves me a lot of time, like a lot of time, is when you can just grab a layer, hit copy raster layer 2, and then in paint mask. Now, here it's not really that much because all you're like, I could have just put a dot over there, but sometimes you'll be in here drawing because now they even have it to where like Invoke will work with your Wacom tablet. And when I'm sitting here drawing things out, like the last thing I want to do is like draw everything out and then have to go like in paint everything that I drew. And this way you can just like draw it all on, and then go through each layer that you drew and like hit copy to in paint, and it saves a lot of time actually. Let's see. And let's see. 60. I want to do that. Oh, and I was going to stop this. Okay, so this is what we got. I'm not a big fan of that one. I think I can work with that one. That one or that. Kind of like that one too. I think I'll go with this one. So I'm going to do that. Duplicate that. Cancel. What did I do? Which one am I on? Ah, I hate it. I hate that I end up like leaving some of this out. I usually have to get all that. I don't know what it is with me with that, but I gotta fix that. Otherwise, it annoys me. There you go. You can always tell. You can always tell when this gets really big on this side. That's how I can tell I got all of it. I erased all of it. Let's get that on there, and let's pull that in there like that. Apply, and then I'm gonna do the same thing I did with that in paint. Oh crap! I think it did. Let's see. Let's see. I forgot to do fix the depth math again. Yeah, it did. Hold on. I'm gonna stop that. I actually had to run through 2 generations because I forgot to hit start recording. But anyways, the other one wasn't very good. But let's take a look at these. I don't know. I still don't like either of these either. And I actually dropped the denoising straight. Here, let's do this. I'm just going to take this off, period. The control net. And in here, I'm going to hit anthropomorphic right, dandelion, warrior. Okay, this isn't working. Something else has to be done. Because I've gotten some pretty good dandelion faces before, and none of this, well, this one's okay, actually, but it's not what I'm shooting for. It could be, though. You know what? I'm going to use that one. I'm going to use that one and see how far this goes. And what I'm going to do is, okay, so what I did was I opened up a new raster layer, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to draw a little face. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to try something else. Let's do that. Nope. This one ain't working either. I just started trying this model too, the EpiCPainting. I'll see if I can find that one. Hold on. EpiCPainting. Where did that go? Here you go. Oh, well, let's do this first. So this is the big one. That, there. No. Nope. So what I'm going to do is this monster. Let's try making it with the monster face. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in this. Okay. We'll do that. And let's do that. That almost looks like a bird's beak. And then it gave it a mustache. A moustache. I might just go with the bird beak. It's supposed to be a dandelion, though. Hold on. Oh, not that one. Okay, so I'll show you the Lora I'm playing with because I just found it today and I was like, hey, you know what? I want to try that. But I've used some of this person's Lora before. I don't remember which ones, but I saw this and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought they had some good stuff. I don't want to go too far into like what the other images were because I don't want something new to pop up. But wait, I can do this. Hold on, let me see. I'll do that. Let's see. But it had some good images on here. Playing the guitar. Something. I don't know what the hell he's doing. But it had some good images. I still don't want to go too far because it's a civet and I don't know what the hell is gonna be popping up on this thing. You know what? I might go with that. But I don't really, let's see. And you know what? I don't think I am gonna go with that. I'm gonna do this instead. Let's try this. Let's try one more time. I think no matter what I do, it's gonna make it a beak just because it's got no choice. I think it's got no choice. Either that one or that one. I'm gonna go with this one. Then I'm gonna play some cleanup here. Uh, was it I? Yeah, it was I. And then if you want to like fit everything to the there. Now, what I always have a problem with. Oh, and it worked this time. Sometimes like that doesn't connect all the way, and it brings the box almost to it, but it doesn't. And I don't know why, but right now it's actually working for me. So I'm gonna play with this. Hit B again. I'm gonna pull out my little Wacom pin. Because like painting always works out better with the pin. No, that's wrong. I think a lot of this did come up because when I no. Why did that happen? That's the one problem I have is when I'm messing with hotkeys, I forget what hotkey I'm pushing, or I'll just I'll just hit the wrong hotkey altogether. And then let's bring that up there. Oh, and I left that thing on. That's okay though. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's turn that off and let's do it again. Oh, not so good. I think I like that second one better. But I'm gonna end them both. I'm gonna do it again. What the hell just happened? There it is. You know what? I'm gonna do a lot more on here. I'm definitely not using. I didn't use this Lora the first time, but I did like the purple that it brought out into it, and I did like the other elements. But I think 75 down here, 75 was too high to be playing around with it on there. But one of the things I like, see, this is why I liked Invoke like better than Comfy and better than Automatic 1111, is because it's just so much easier to sit here and like go in and fix things. Like, are you not liking what's going on? Well, you can come in and you can like kind of mess with it and fix it. It probably would have been a lot better if I took the time, because like, okay, so I hooked up Invoke in my Wacom tablet and everything when I first installed Linux, and then I I ended up like liking Linux and was like, hey, you know what? I think I'm just gonna delete or like make the partition bigger and keep my Windows, because I still had a bunch of other files on Windows that I wanted to keep. I was like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll keep Windows, but I'm gonna make this partition a lot bigger. So I decided to do that, and when I was doing that, I deleted like the whole Windows partition. I deleted not only the Windows partition, I deleted the Linux partition. So I sat there and like my whole like the Wacom settings, everything I did, everything I sat there and took like a few weeks to sit there and get all together and get everything straight, was deleted. And after that, I was like, well, I kept messing with it, and then I ended up getting everything, not everything, together again, like exactly the way I wanted it. But I got it okay, almost to the point to where before I deleted everything, and I was messing around with it again, and then I ended up deleting everything again. I was just like, God damn it. And then this time I ended up getting like almost everything together, but I'm still like, do I still want to mess with the Wacom settings? Do I still want to mess with that? Do I still want to mess with this? I don't know yet. But like I started looking up like Omarchi, and I started looking up like other like Arch distros, and now I'm kind of like, well, I might just switch everything over to that, just because I'm kind of liking those. But I don't know, because Pop OS is really good. If you're wondering like, hey, I'm getting really tired of like Microsoft's bullshit and everything, and I might kind of want to like switch over to a Linux. It's just that I don't know if it'll work for like I don't know if it'll work with like my AI and my internet browsing. Like I have no issues with like Invoke was one of the easiest things for me to install with Linux. It was actually it was actually easier for me to install it on Linux than it was for me to install it on Windows. But that was because when I first installed it on Windows, it was brand new, and I had to do other things to it. but it still wasn't very hard. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I never switched over to Linux. I was playing with Linux for like for a long time, but I would always go back to Windows. And now with like AI, like with Grok and like all the other fucking LLMs, like you can jump into Grok, you can jump into Grok and like just ask it a question. Hey, I'm having this problem. How do I do this? How do I make this update? How do I do this? And it'll sit there and tell you everything you need to know to like update your system to do whatever you're wanting to do. So it's like a lot easier now to jump into Linux than it was like I think it was like it was over 20 years ago when I first started trying to mess with Linux. Cause I remember when my nephew was a kid and I was like, no, look, you don't need Windows, because he had gotten like a new laptop, or I gave him a laptop or something. And that was back then. It was like you had to pay for like Windows, and I was like, look, you can just use Linux. Like all you're doing anyways is like web browsing. You don't need that. And he actually became like a programmer and everything. Because he was like, well, I remember my uncle was telling me about this, and I would always just jump back to Windows, because I was like, God damn it, I can't get my video game to work. And now I don't even care about video games. And the moment I saw, well, with Linux, you can still install Invoke, and you still install Olama, and you can play with all your AI models still. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do that, since like I really don't. I play with video games still. I just don't play very many video games. Like I haven't like really like the video games I usually play with. I haven't had an issue running yet. They're all like indie video games. I barely play with them. So I don't know. If you're thinking about jumping into Linux, like now that um now that you can use like an LLM like Grok, or I don't know. I like Anthropic too. It's a lot easier to do it. And if you have an issue, just put it through there. Tell it what you're doing. Hey, I'm using this OS. I'm using Pop, or I'm using like whatever you're using, Ubuntu or whatever you're using. And I'm trying to do this, and I'm getting this error. If you copy paste your error in there, it'll tell you, oh, this is the problem you're having, and this is what you need to do to fix it. And then if you like, I don't understand, I'm having an issue with this, it'll tell you, oh, okay, I need to explain this a little bit better to you. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. It's pretty fun. So I don't see me ever going back to Microsoft now, because I'm like, whatever. I have heard that like people have had issues with video games and things. So if you're like I have to have like the top of the line video games, you might want to look into it a little bit deeper. But if you don't care about any of that, then yeah, definitely like it's a lot easier to jump into Linux now. Because like from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing, like Microsoft doesn't care about like the operating systems anymore. As far as they don't care about like your complaints. Like they make so much more money doing everything else with everything else, like corporation, like all their stuff that they do. They have so much money branched out everywhere else. Like your complaints, your bitching, your moaning, they don't care. They're just like, screw these people. We're just gonna do whatever we want. We're gonna copy their screens. We're gonna put everything that they want. It doesn't matter what these people want. Doesn't matter as long as we can just make something in the future. Like they'll come around to us sooner or later. But the moment, like, well, for me, the moment that I really started thinking, okay, you know what, I will go back to Linux, was when Steam came out, and Steam was like, hey, you know what? We're gonna make something for the Steam OS, and then games started getting a little bit better for what do you call it for Linux, and I was like, hey, you know what? I might jump over there. I was like, yeah, but I don't want to transfer everything over and then be like, well, shit, I can't use Invoke, or shit, I can't use automatic 1111, or I'm having a problem with this, or I'm having a problem with that. And then the moment like all that cleared up, I was like, well, why am I even using Microsoft anymore? It was a very good eye opener. But I don't know. Everybody wants to complain about AI and shit. I still have hope that it's gonna do a lot of good things. I'm gonna use that one. I wanted a very heavy painterly look on this, and that's why I used the EpiCPainting one. I just don't think I should have used it so high. You know what I am gonna do though? I'm gonna do this one more. I'm gonna fix that, and then I'm gonna drop it down to like 50, and I'm gonna inpaint the whole thing, or out. I forgot what they call it. I don't think it's out painting. Image to image. I'm gonna image to image the whole thing. Because I really like the painting look, the overly painted look. That's the when I do most of my images, like I very rarely go into photo realistic type of images. They look cool sometimes, but I very rarely do it. And that's why I like SDXL so much, is because it does the painterly look like so good. And then I started playing around with Flux, and Flux is a lot of fun. Flux does do a lot of cool stuff, but you don't get the control over it that you do. Like I think with Flux, what Flux needs to change is like they need to work on like their control layers, their control nets, because with Flux it's just not there. But they do have some good styles, and they do have some good stuff that you can do. But for me, SDXL is just, I don't know. For me, that's the best. You can get the most painterly things out of it. I'm gonna drop this down to 50. I'm gonna drop that down to 50. I'm gonna change this to I'm gonna change it to Scribble. And oh, shit, I didn't. Yeah, that's good. I'll put that like that. And I'm gonna drop these, and I'm gonna take all these out actually. I forgot what I was rambling about. SDXL. But yeah, SDXL is just my favorite. But I was the same way with like SD 1.5, and I still play around with SD 1.5. But I don't know, the control and everything you get out of SDXL is just, to me, is why I always keep coming back to SDXL. That was another thing that I lost when I deleted my whole Windows. Like I had so many boards and I had so many images, and I save everything to a file to my to an external hard drive. Like all my outputs, like whenever I post something on X or whenever I'm working on something, I'm like, hey, I like the way that looks. That was one of the things I loved about Atomic 11 was everything that you saved. Like it made a TXT file, a text file for it, and it would show you like okay, this is the control net you used, this is the prompt you used, this is the Lora you used, this is the weights for the Loras that you used. Like everything was saved. So like even the trigger words, everything was saved. So I was so happy with that. And then like I deleted everything, so I still had everything saved on my SDX file, but there were so many things that I didn't finish, and I didn't because I was like, hey, you know what? I'll come back to it later. And oh, I lost all of it. I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't ready to like delete everything yet. I would have saved that. I would have saved the like a lot more. I would have exported a bunch more images and like saved everything. Now with let me see 1 second. Let me see. What am I looking at here? God damn it. I can't talk and like do stuff at the same time. Walking and chewing bubble gum is not that easy, guys. Let's see. That's okay. That's okay. Might go with this one. I'll go with that one for a start. Okay. So what I do is whenever, okay, let's say I'm going to export this. I'll export this thing right here. I'll even make my mouse bigger. So I'll export all of this, and then I'll usually like look down and be like, okay, what am I doing here? I don't need to save this really. This right here, I don't really need to save because like I'll know the dimensions of it whenever I click on it. I know I'm going to like all that. So I'll minimize that, and then I'm left with this. okay, so I need to know like what lore I use or what model I used. I need to know what lore I used. This is really handy to have as well because you want to know like what scheduler you used. You want to know how many steps you used, how many the CFG scaling that you used. Like this, you don't really need to know that much. Gaussian blur, like sometimes I'll bring this down to 0. Like if you see right here, minimum denoise I have on 0. Mask blur. Sometimes I'll change these, but like usually you don't really need to save that. So what you're left with is this. So I'll save this right here. Like I'll just screenshot it and be like, okay, this is, oh wow, I don't think you can see it on. Can you see it on? I don't think. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think you can see it on OBS. But I'll screenshot this, and then I have the file that I saved it. Like say I'm going to save this to as Dandelion Warrior dude, and I'll save this the screenshot of this. So when I go back, I can look up and be like, okay, well, this was the lore I used. This was the model I used. Like all that is saved. And then all I have to do is like, okay, like I'll put the text, the prompt and the negative prompt, I'll put that in a TXT file. So it comes up as 3 images. It comes up as the image, and then it'll come up as this, a screenshot of what this is. So I have all these settings, and then I have like the prompt and the negative prompt saved in a TXT file. So I can just copy paste that. And then I'm pretty much going to get that same image, and I'm going to be able to play and work with that. So if I find a certain style I like, or even if I don't, I started doing it because like sometimes I'll look through and I'll be like, hey, you know what? I didn't really like I did like it enough to like save it and post it, but I would like to make another thing with this kind of style. And I would like to change it and make it this instead of making, I don't know, a monster, make a fucking samurai dude or something like that. But like, like if you don't have that, it's like, and you just see the image, you have to start wondering, well, what lore did I use? What was the prompt exactly? Like, how did I put this word? How did I do that? Damn it. And I do that a lot. I'll find that a lot and be like shit. Like I like at first when I saved the picture, I was just thinking, yeah, it's a cool picture, but I'll probably never do anything like that again. And then like going over it again, I'm like, damn, I really do like that style. I do want to go back. I really do want to do it over again. And I don't. All of this side right here, I don't need to save. Like I don't need to save the layers. I don't need to save like the control net. I'll guess on all that. What has become a thing is this. Watch. Like say I want to do a reference image. Let's say I want it to look more like this, and I'm putting the reference image in here. Like now it's kind of like, well, shit, because like if you have 3 of them, say you want this reference image as well, like you have to make like 2 or 3 shots, 2 or 3 pictures of doing like just the reference image. So this is nice. This is really nice, being able to just go right click, recall, and then like remix the image, and it'll bring everything up. But when you jump to a new operating system, or when you jump to the point to where you don't have this anymore, you're losing your styles. So it's best, like it takes a while to go through and save all this. It does take a while, but trust me, it's so much better than being like, how did I come up with that image? Like, what did I use? Like I have a what do you call it? A desktop right now, a background, and like I kind of like it, but there's so much of it that I don't like, and I was working on it. And when I accidentally deleted my second Pop OS, I lost all of that. So now I can't even go back and change all the changes because like none of it comes up correctly. And then like here. Let's see. I have a thing called reference images. Where is it at? Assets. So I have assets to where like a lot of these are assets that I've cut and I've used. Like here's my yeah, I don't have a bigger image of it. Here, let's see if I can do this. Oh yeah, I'll do it like that. There. And I can't zoom in on it, but like this is my desktop, but there's other stuff that like around it that looked really good, but I can't go and change it all Because there's some parts of it that just didn't come out looking that good, like moss covered rocks and things like that just didn't come out as good as I wanted to. But I was like, you know what, I'll change it later, and then I just got into like, I accidentally deleted that operating system, and now I can't even go back and change that. But yeah, oh my god, it's just so much fun that you can play with this game. Or it's not even a game, there's so much fun that you can play with this play with Invoke. That's why I really like it. I'm trying to wonder, like, what should I do over here? There's got to be something over here that can be done. Because I don't want to leave this just blank. And this I'm going to cut out. You know what? Let's play with it. Let's do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play with an asset. Here, I want a colorful asset. Let's play with a colorful asset. Let's play this one. I made this one a long time ago on X. Well, for X, it was just like a bunch of like this. I think I think I did save how I did this. So I have the recipe for this. But let's bring this to standard precision. Let's take this to style precise, and I'll bring it down to 60, and I'm gonna bring this. I'm gonna let it just go all the way. And let's go to canvas. Whoa. Here, let's do that. Because I kind of want to change some of this stuff, and let's see how this goes out. But yeah, I mean, if you're doing anything, like even with like LLMs, like I'll try and like make an agent, and I'll be like, well, I don't want to save the agent somewhere and then like not have access to that, so I'll copy paste it. Like I have a note taker, Obsidian. Like if you're looking for like good notes to use, like use Obsidian. One of the things I did like about Microsoft that I wish I need to look into a little bit better is just a text file like thing. What am I gonna do here? Save that to 75. I'm gonna bring this in a little bit again. Sorry guys, I need to concentrate on nerdy stuff. There you go. And then let's just do that. Because like Windows did have a really good text file thing. It would like tell me when I'm misspelling stuff, and also it would how do I explain this? Like I could right click like if I'm in a, like if I'm in a file or on a, what do you call it? Oh John, if I'm in a window, like where I have all my files, I could just right click in the file and make a text file for it. I don't have to like hit the super key and look for notes and stuff like that. So that was really cool. There might be a way to do that on I mean, I'm sure there is on Linux. I'm just like really lazy after a while. But let's see. I'm not liking this too much. I think I hit 75 and I should have put it down lower. Yeah, I should have. I'm gonna bring it down to 50. I'll leave it at 55. And I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna image to image instead of just inpainting that one part. Close. It keeps wanting to give him a dandelion afro, and that's not what I'm shooting for. But that's probably like the most important tip that I could give. when you're working with anything, just because like, well, one of the things that Comfy has that's really good is it like you can take an image from Comfy and throw it into anything, well, anything that's comfy, and it's going to like bring up all the parameters and everything that you used. That's pretty cool. But Comfy isn't, it's not the best for when you're like really wanting to like create and like control your own image and like in paint and do stuff like that. That's why I would get into Comfy and then I would stop. And then I would get into Comfy and I would stop, just because that was annoying to me. I'm not liking that afro. Nope. This is what I'll do. Go ahead and leave that on. And let's try this one more time. I probably don't need to do that, but I'm going to do that anyways. Let's play with that. And then hold on. The strength on that, it was on 100. I actually don't mind this one too much. This one actually looks pretty cool. I'm gonna save that, but I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna wait and see if I can come up with something better. I'm gonna let this. I'm gonna let this start at like 50, and I'm gonna drop this down to 50, and we'll see what that does. But let me see. Hold on. You know what I'll do? I'll find it over here first. There you go. There was oh, he just posted something too. Corpse King. There it goes. Here. Corpse King came out with a comic book. He Corpse King is a tabletop RPG. I used to play tabletop RPGs when I was younger, and my head could stay in a game. But as I got older, like I can't concentrate very well. So like I don't like playing tabletop RPGs anymore, just because like I get like someone starts talking and I'm like I just don't I can't pay attention. It's just like, wait, what did you say? Like every 20 minutes. So, but like I like lore. I still like the lore of like tabletop role playing games, and I'll sit there and I'll listen to him over and over and over again before I actually get the whole video of it. But he has a tabletop RPG that's really good. Well, from what I like look the images that he posts and everything. So I went and I bought some of his coloring books, and that's probably the next video I'm gonna do is coloring in like some of his coloring books on Invoke. Uh, but I did want to show you guys that. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know about that either. Let's bring this up to 75. I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna bring this down to 25. I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna turn her off for a while. Oh, and I didn't do that. Let's see. I don't like that either. Hmm. I think I'm trying to have my cake and eat it too. And the one thing I like about Invoke is you can do that. It just takes me a while to do it. Hipster username. I think his name is Kent, the guy who does like the Invoke channel. He's one of the guys that took off and went to Adobe Photoshop. He is really good at making videos, explaining himself, keeping you engaged, showing you how to do things. He was really good. I really hope that team, him and psychedelics, psychedelicious, delicious, psychedelicious, and the other person that took off. I really hope great things for them. I think they deserve it. I think they're good people. Very nice, very kind. Always wanted to help people. That's that. I think we need more people like that in the world. Let's see. I like this one. Yeah, I like this one a lot. Look how that came out. I'm gonna keep this. Then I'm even gonna do this. So I got a new mic because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start making more videos, and I hate wearing headphones while I because like that's my job. Like I do that as for a living. So when you get off work, last thing you want to do is put on headphones and like make a video, um, because you have to have a mic next to your mouth. Well, now I can just put on my little earbuds and like listen to music while I'm making my video. So right now I'm actually like listening to like Smashing Pumpkins while I'm making my video, and it is a lot better. I don't know if the sound quality is a lot better because I don't have the mic right up to my mouth, but it is a lot better doing this than it was sitting there listening to wearing the headphones all goddamn day. That shit was annoying, so annoying. It's like, oh my god, like I wear them for 8 hours a day, and like oh, sometimes I take them off while customers are talking because I'm like, oh my god, these things are just hurting. It's like because I wear glasses too, so it's like it's pushing everything into my head. Like 8 hours a day, you're like smashing your like head with your headphones. Oh no, I was gonna. I don't know. That don't look so bad, but that's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna actually change the denoise. I like the way this came out right here. I like how that looks. This is coming out better and better. I know. I still like that, but no, that's not what I'm going for right now. Here, I'm gonna pull this down to 25. But I do think I'm gonna call it after this one because I think it looks good enough. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think I'm gonna go with that one. And that still looks like a bird. But hey, it is what it is. Let's do that. And then I'm gonna come over here. Oh crap, I didn't save it. Eh. Save beatbox to gallery. Go to assets. Nope. New video. Oop. Assets. Oh, pose maniacs. You can get a lot of cool little poses with pose maniacs. Um, that's another website. Here, let me see if I can find that one. Oh, and I don't have it. Anyways, I'll show that one in another video. But it's like posemaniacs.com. If I can, I'll put it in the description. But you can find a lot of cool little poses. The only thing is, I've only heard it from like a few YouTubers, and I'm like, are these YouTubers that like just go to what like different websites and don't even know if like I don't know I don't know what kind of website that is, but I'm clicking on it and I'm like grabbing poses from it, but I screenshot all my poses, but still, let's see, this was the one, yeah, this was the one, and then you just download it, and that looks good. I'm gonna save it like that, but that's the one I'm gonna put. I still need to come up with like a lore for it. This video will probably come out before I do the lore. Yeah, before I do the lore. I didn't see that though. I don't like how that is. See how this is? This is yeah, I didn't see that. Damn it. Sometimes it does that. You gotta look at your edges. I don't know why, but for some reason, I think a friend of mine, or not a friend of mine, I keep saying that, but someone on online said something about people honking all the time. Auto, and it'll be none. Let me see. That like if you have the auto on, you have to have it on none. Otherwise, like sometimes the edges will do that. And I was doing a whole bunch of images before I actually cut onto it, and I was liking all the images. And it wasn't until like after I posted them and everything, I was looking and I was like, hey, why is this thing have an image like doing that? And they were like, oh yeah, that it'll do that sometimes if you don't have like the auto thing on. I was like, oh crap, now I know. Uh, so yeah, for some reason with edges, sometimes it'll do that. I thought it was just something I was doing, but to be honest, like that's like a little like you could just like shorten the image, like crop it, and be completely fine with that. But I am going to try and paint it. See, there it goes. That goes fine. And I always do four. I always do four images at a time, just because like I always find like two or three. I mean, three or four will be better than like one or two. Sometimes I find one or two being better, but most of the time it's always like three or four that I'm going for, and that's why I always do four images at a time, at least. I like one. I like one. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to bed, or I'm gonna stop this for a while. I gotta edit everything, and then I gotta listen to it and see how it came out. Hopefully, it came out good, because the last video I did, I like. Oh, I did do a video. I did a video a while ago, just I think it was like a couple months ago, and I made the whole video. I turned around. I was like, okay, well, let me throw it through and see what it sounds like. I don't know what setting I hit in my mic. I didn't know. I don't know what, but I didn't do a test on the mic, and the whole thing, like, there was no sound. I was like, well, there goes that idea. anyways, hey, look, like things are getting crazy out there. People are having bad times. People are going through like situations. Like, there's a lot of crazy people out there, and I know you can't please everybody. Like sometimes, like even when you're trying to be nice, like some people are just, I don't know. Some people are nuts. It's like everything you say is like a microtransaction transgression or whatever. But I am trying to say, like, look, all I'm trying to say is sometimes just say a nice word. Say something, be kind to somebody. Be nice to somebody, because you never know. You never know what they're going through, and you never know. Hey, maybe this does help somebody out. You know, it's always nice. Like, have you ever noticed like a lot of like it's like, okay, one of the things I watch on social media, I was listening to this one guy, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what's going on. It's like some people, it's like, okay, of course, like everybody knows that, like, hey, you know what? Let's shit on America. Like they have a lot of infighting going on. Let's ramp that up. I kind of expect that from like other people in like other countries. Some people, like, I don't care what side of the line you're on, right or left, it's like they make a living off of like making this country worse, and making just humanity worse. Don't be like that. Like it's not about making a living. It's not about like getting people to like a post. It's not about anything like that. It really is just, hey, go out and try and be nice to somebody. Try and make the world a little bit better of a place. I know it's hard. Like I made some posts, and thought about it and was like, yeah, that's not really a nice thing to do. That's not a nice thing. Especially me, because I've been a dick my whole goddamn life. Like, my friends call me asshole all the time. But when you're dealing with people that don't know who you are, and don't know, hey, you know what, you really are a good person, and you're only making jokes, it sucks to think like that I made the world a worse place. And it's just, I don't know. All I'm trying to say is, hey, be kind to somebody, be nice to somebody before you say something bad to somebody. Try and think, hey, is that the mark I want to leave on this world? We're all already fighting. We're all already getting kind of, yeah. It's just good to be like a little bit nicer to people. Some people you can't please though. Some people, no matter how nice you are, you're being a dick. So you just gotta kind of like be like, okay, fine, go your way, I'll go my way. But try and be nice to somebody. Anyways, you guys have a great night. All right, bye bye.